Good morning, my dear friends. Today is my last sunrise in Vietnam. Tomorrow, I will fly to the UK. But this morning, I just want to feel home one more time. The sky is pale gold. The road is still quiet. Our family car just stopped in front of the gate. We've come back from the camping trip. Everyone looks a little tired but happy. Dad carries the bags. My brother yawns, and Mom walks straight to the kitchen. Mom, you're still cooking after camping all night?
Of course. We need a warm breakfast to start this long day.
You're amazing. You never seem tired.
When I cook for family, I never feel tired.
The sound of water boiling. The smell of rice porridge fills the house. Mom moves gently, like she's done this 1,000 mornings. Outside the window, the light falls on the garden. Soft, calm, and golden. The rooster crows. The dog stretches. The air smells like dew and smoke. Everything feels alive, familiar, and precious. It smells so good, Mom.
Breakfast is ready, Bella. Wake your dad and brother.
Okay. The morning feels so warm today.
That's what home always feels like.
I sit down at the table, watching the steam rise from the bowls. The same house, the same people, the same sunlight. But today, everything feels more beautiful. Maybe it's because I know I won't see it again for a long time. Sometimes you don't realize how beautiful home is until it's the last morning you wake up in it. Capturing home with my heart. After breakfast, the house slowly filled with sunlight. The smell of warm rice and tea lingered in the air. I took my camera and stepped outside, ready to capture the morning, the home that raised me. The sky was still soft blue. The wind brushed against my cheeks. The garden was shining with tiny drops of dew. A butterfly landed on a flower as if it wanted to say, "Good morning, Bella." Dad, you're already in the garden?
Of course. These chickens wake me up earlier than the sun.
They look happy.
They always are. They live free, just like how I hope you'll live your life abroad.
I'll try, Dad. I'll be brave. Dad smiled and threw grains on the ground. The chickens pecked and clucked. The dog barked playfully near the banana trees. Every sound blended into a melody of home. I lifted my camera. Click. The gate covered in morning light. Click. The flowers by the wall, blooming after the rain. Click. Mom's slippers near the doorstep, still a little wet with dew. Each photo was a piece of love I didn't want to lose. Mom, come here. The light is so beautiful.
You and your camera again.
I just want to keep everything, the smell, the colors, the quiet.
You can't keep them all, Bella, but you can remember.
Her words were simple, but they felt like a poem. Maybe that's what memories really are. Not pictures, not objects, but feelings that stay even after everything changes. The wind moved through the banana leaves. The sound soft and kind, like a goodbye I wasn't ready to say. A surprise from a best friend. The late morning sun was warm on my face. I had just finished taking pictures of the garden, the flowers, the fence, the blue sky above our old roof. Everything felt so calm until I heard the sound of a motorbike stop outside the gate. Who could that be? I walked out, wiping my hands on my shirt. The wooden gate creaked open, and there she was. Emma, you came all the way here?
Of course I did. Did you think I'd let you leave without saying goodbye?
She stood there smiling, her hair dancing in the wind, a basket of fresh fruit in her hand. I hadn't seen her since the day I told her about my new job in the UK. Seeing her now felt like seeing a piece of my heart that I'd forgotten to pack.
Emma, what a lovely surprise. Come in, dear.
Good morning, Auntie. I brought mangoes and guavas from my garden.
Then we'll make sweet dessert after breakfast.
Emma followed me inside. The kitchen smelled like warm rice and sunlight. We sat at the table where steam still rose from the soup bowl.
So, this is your last day?
Yes. Tomorrow morning, I'll be at the airport.
It feels strange, doesn't it?
Yes. Everything looks the same, but feels different.
Because now you see it with goodbye in your eyes.
You always know how to say the right words. We laughed, but our smiles trembled just a little. We talked about school, the old bench near the lake, the ice cream shop that's still open after 10 years. It was like rewinding time. Just the two of us, sitting where we always did, except the clock was ticking louder now.
Bella, promise me something.
What is it?
When you're far away, don't forget to look at the moon. It's the same moon we'll both see.
Then I'll never be far from you. We looked outside. The sunlight had turned softer, golden. Mom's voice echoed from the kitchen, calling us for tea. I thought, maybe goodbyes don't always need tears. Sometimes they just need love that quietly understands. Walking through memories, one last time. After lunch, the sunlight spread across the fields like golden silk. The air smelled of ripe rice and quiet afternoons. Emma and I decided to take a walk, one last time through the village before I leave. The small path curved gently between the gardens and the ponds. We didn't talk much at first. The sound of our footsteps, the hum of cicadas, and the rustle of leaves were enough. It felt like the village was speaking to us in its own gentle way.
Your village is beautiful, Bella. It feels peaceful.
Yes. Every time I come home, I find something new to love.
I can see why you'll miss it so much.
I already do. But we passed by Aunt Mai's yard. She was washing vegetables, and when she saw me, her eyes lit up. She dropped her basket and came over to hug me, her hands still cool from the well water. Her laughter was the same, warm and bright, like summer sunlight.
You're leaving tomorrow. Oh, my little Bella. When you were small, you used to run here after school for snacks.
I still remember your fried bananas, Auntie. They were the best. We both laughed. The sound felt like old music coming back to life. As we walked on, we met familiar faces, uncles trimming bonsai, neighbors sweeping their yards, children running barefoot, their laughter ringing like wind chimes. The air was full of life, but also full of something softer. The kind of silence that comes before a farewell.
I didn't grow up here, but it feels like I know your childhood now.
That's because memories don't need words. You can feel them.
You're right. I can feel them everywhere, in the air, in the fields, in you.
We reached the mango tree near the river. It wasn't ours, but we sat under it anyway. The branches swayed gently in the wind, scattering light and shadows across the water. For a moment, everything stood still. The sky, the leaves, even our hearts. I used to sit here and watch the clouds float by. When I was sad, I'd count the dragonflies. They always made me feel lighter.
Maybe you'll find dragonflies in London too.
If I do, I'll think of this place. A boy nearby was flying a kite. The string glimmered in the sun. The paper fluttered against the wind. We watched as the kite climbed higher and higher until it was only a small dot in the blue sky.
That's like you, Bella, flying far away.
And like that kite, I'll still be tied to the same string. Home. The wind grew softer. The smell of grass, smoke, and river water wrapped around us. Everything looked simple, yet full of love. We didn't need to say anything more. We just walked, two friends, one road, and 1,000 memories behind us. Where the wind sings our last song. The sun was beginning to fall. The sky turned golden, then pink, then soft orange, like someone was painting the day goodbye. Emma and I walked slowly toward the end of the village. where the bamboo trees swayed in the evening breeze, and the river waited quietly beyond them. The air smelled of smoke from dinner fires. Somewhere far away, a cowbell rang, and children's laughter floated through the fields. It was one of those evenings that felt endless, yet you knew it was slipping away.
This light, it feels like a dream.
It always looks like this at sunset. When I was small, I thought the sky was saying goodnight to me.
Maybe it still is.
We stopped at the bamboo path near the river. The wind whispered through the leaves, and the shadows danced gently on the ground. The water sparkled, reflecting the last light of the sun. It was peaceful, the kind of peace that only comes before a goodbye. Do you hear that?
The wind?
Yes, it sounds like home is singing.
Then let's sing too.
We sat down by the river bank. The water moved slowly, carrying tiny leaves downstream. Emma started humming a tune we used to sing after school. I joined her, softly at first, then louder, until our voices mixed with the wind and the rustling bamboo.
This song never gets old.
Because it belongs to the heart, not the years. The melody drifted into the distance, carrying pieces of laughter, sunlight, and friendship. We didn't sing to be heard. We sang to remember. As the last note faded, the sky turned violet. The first star appeared, small but bright. The wind grew cooler, wrapping around us like a gentle hug. I don't want this day to end.
It's not ending, Bella. It's becoming a memory.
Then let it be a good one. We stood up and started walking back home. The bamboo rustled behind us as if saying goodbye. The path glowed faintly under the evening sky, and the sound of our laughter lingered long after our steps disappeared. Dinner, packing, and silent goodbyes. When we reached home, the sky had already turned dark. A silver moon hung above the roof, and the smell of dinner drifted from the kitchen. The house was glowing softly, yellow light from the windows, laughter from inside. It felt like time had slowed down, waiting for us to enter.
You girls came back just in time. Wash your hands. Dinner's ready.
It smells amazing, Mom.
Your favorites. Fish stew, vegetables, and hot rice.
Come, everyone. Let's eat together.
And we all sat around the old wooden table. The dishes steamed under the warm light. The chopsticks clicked softly. The air was filled with the scent of garlic and family. No one spoke too much. We just ate slowly, quietly, as if every bite carried a memory. The sound of the spoon, the laughter of my brother, Mom's gentle smile. All of it felt like home, wrapping itself around me one last time. Everything tastes different tonight.
It's the same food, my dear.
No, it tastes like goodbye. Mom reached out and touched my hand. Her palm was warm, steady, familiar. She didn't say anything. She didn't have to. The silence between us said everything love ever could. After dinner, Emma helped me pack my things. The suitcase lay open on the bed. Clothes, photos, gifts, and small memories scattered around like puzzle pieces.
You've packed almost everything.
Almost. The hardest things to pack are invisible.
Like what?
Like feelings. Mom folded my scarf and placed it neatly inside the suitcase. Dad added a small family photo. My brother slipped in a keychain he bought on our trip. So you won't forget us, he said with a grin.
Don't worry too much. Wherever you go, our love travels with you.
I know, Dad. That's the only thing I'll never have to pack. The night grew quieter. The air smelled of jasmine and soft rain far away. I zipped my suitcase slowly, the sound echoing like the closing of a chapter. Then I looked around the room. Every corner, every object, every shadow was a piece of my story. Thank you, home, for raising me. Night of stars and dreams. The house was quiet now. The dishes were clean. The lights were soft, and the night had settled around us like a blanket. Everyone had gone to their rooms, but I stayed outside. In the yard, where the air was cool and the sky was full of stars. The crickets sang. Somewhere, a dog barked once, then stopped. The wind carried the faint smell of rain and the sweetness of jasmine. Everything felt still, except my heart. It's so peaceful tonight.
Yes, it's one of those nights you want to keep forever.
Maybe I can in my memory. We sat side by side on the wooden bench under the old mango tree. Fireflies floated between the bushes, little stars that had fallen to the ground. The moonlight touched everything softly, the roof, the garden, even our faces. It felt like time had paused just to let us say goodbye properly.
Do you feel nervous about tomorrow?
A little. But more than that, I feel grateful.
Grateful for what?
For everything. For home. For family. For friends. For nights like this. The air around us was quiet, but inside, my thoughts were loud. 1,000 memories whispering all at once. I remembered Dad fixing my bike in the rain, Mom singing in the kitchen, my brother teasing me every morning before school. I remembered laughter, hugs, arguments, and long talks under this same sky. Emma, do you ever wonder if we'll all change someday?
We will. That's what life does.
Then how do we keep things that matter?
We don't. We live them again in our hearts.
Her words stayed with me. Above us, the sky seemed endless, filled with shining memories. And I closed my eyes and listened to the crickets, to the wind, to the heartbeat of home. Tomorrow I'll fly, but tonight I just want to be here.
Then be here, Bella. Don't think about the airport yet. Just breathe and let the stars remember you.
We sat in silence, breathing in the night. When I finally looked up, I saw the brightest star above the house. And I whispered quietly, "Please stay bright until I come home again." The world was peaceful. And for the first time that night, I felt ready. Not to leave, but to carry this peace with me. A heart that never leaves. I didn't cry today, because love doesn't always need tears. Sometimes it speaks through silence, through wind, through stars. Tomorrow, I'll step on a plane. A new life will begin. But a part of me will stay in the garden, in the laughter, in every sound that raised me. When I close my eyes, I still hear Mom's voice calling from the kitchen, Dad's quiet laughter in the yard, and Emma's soft song fading with the wind. Everything I love is still here. Home isn't a place on a map. It's a feeling that travels with you. A gentle light that never fades. No matter how far you go. Good night, my Vietnam. I'm not leaving you. I'm just carrying you somewhere new. If tonight's story touched your heart, leave in the comments to send love to your own home. Maybe there's someone you miss too. Someone you want to whisper thank you to. Share this story with them and remind them that love never really says goodbye. And if you want to keep walking with Bella, learning English through life, love, and the beauty of everyday stories, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Daily English Voice, and join our journey. One story, one lesson, one heartbeat at a time.